What's up, everybody? Happy Wednesday. Hope all of you are having a great day so far today. Getting into this episode of GH. This was a phenomenal episode. It's amazing though. They've had like 3 amazing episodes in a row. I was here for it. It was a lot of good drama. Ava's funny as shit. Like when Sidwell had that gun on her, Ava was taking no shit from him. And I loved it. Because this man really tried to take her as a hostage. Ava said, nah, She said, I'm not going with you. Listen, Ava is me because my thing is this. If you're going to pull out a gun, you better use it. That's all I'm going to say. You better use it. I hate when people pull out a gun and they go into these long monologues and these speeches. I can't stand it, especially on daytime TV. If you're going to pull it, use it. Because now I'm going to look at you like you're a punk ass. And I'm going to challenge you now. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what I love about Ava. She ain't scared. Ava wasn't about to go nowhere with that fool. By hook or crook. And besides, she was like, she not going to make a good hostage anyway. Because Sonny don't give 2 shits about her. So, like, he only tolerate her because they share a child together. And that's what Sidwell was thinking. Like, oh, he gonna kill her because y'all share a child together. He tolerates her because of their child. That's it. Sonny don't trust nor like her. He's civil with her. That's it. Like, you're better off taking somebody else that he actually cares about. I'm just saying. So everybody came in clutch in this episode. Let me tell you something. Everybody in this episode was about that action. Everybody. Justine was not playing. Like, she made a move. It was a smart move at the moment. Cause a distraction. Let Ethan get Ava the hell up out there. Ethan done got himself shot in the ass. I said, Lord have mercy. The way Ava said he got shot in the ass, it was funny as hell the way she delivered that line. And honestly, I'm here for a little Ethan and Ava. I really am, because the chemistry between them, I feel, is so fire. They're funny as shit together. That man caught a bullet right in the ass. That shit was funny, because I know that was painful as hell. And you know what? I love that they did that. Because usually when somebody gets shot on these shows, they usually get shot like in the shoulder, the leg, or the chest if you're killing them off. Never have I seen anybody, I don't recall, on daytime, especially not on this show, get shot in the ass. That's crazy. That was wild. And she sitting there taking her cloth and bandaging him up. And you know Ava was a little pissed because she said, this cloth is expensive as shit. Don't die on me. Yeah, I was like, Ethan better pull through, because that man, he was getting pale. Like, y'all saw his face. He was getting super, super pale. He was bleeding out. I said, oh, shit. Ava, I'm going to need her to carry around a little pew, pew, pew. You know what I'm saying? Because that's crazy. She ain't got no gun lying around. Like, in a drawer somewhere. Because I know, she ain't in the, the mob business no more. But I would think that she would carry, like, a little Saturday night special somewhere. She going to have to start doing that. But I enjoyed their scenes. I really did. And it's so funny because I do believe that Ethan, a part of him saved her out of instinct. But I believe another part of him saved her because he liked her. I feel like he genuinely likes her like that. Like, Ava is the type of person I could see him dating because she's not boring. Like, Ava's anything but boring. So I could see them being a little wild ass couple. I could see it. And I feel like he's intrigued by her, So anyway, Justine. Now, I know when they said cut, I know the actress gave her husband a good piece of her mind when that scene was over with, because he done pulled a gun on his real life wife. I know she ready to slap the shine off his head. I know it. You know he in trouble when he got home. I know his ass was cooked. You know he's sleeping on the sofa. She is not playing with him. She gonna be like, oh, you gonna pull a gun on me? And I know he sat right there and was like, babe, it was for TV. It was for the scene. Nah, you put a gun on your wife. You cooked. Sonny, I would hope he has a plan. I hope to God Sonny got a plan. Don't tell me you just went to the art gallery to, save Justine and you ain't got no plan. I would hope the hell so. Like, please tell me you got some snipers on the roof. You got something. You showed up, obviously, with no cops. I wouldn't expect him to be there with the police because, Sonny don't do cops. But no type of guards, like outside somewhere, like no gun. At least a little, one of them little ankle joints that you carry on your ankle. The little small pocket rocket. I would have carried at least that and took his ass out. Cause Sidwell, he ain't gonna go quietly. I really hope Sidwell don't get killed. I hope not. He's a very interesting villain. I could definitely see him coming back. I will hope he come back. Cause he was letting Sonny know. He was like, you better be careful of your next move. I said, oh shit, Sonny, please tell me you got a good move. There'll be no fool now. So anyway, moving on from that. The little scene that Gio had with Sonny, I felt like it was too long. Like they was doing too much in that scene. I just felt like it wasn't that big of a deal. But another part of me felt like he needed to hear that little story about Morgan, even though Sonny didn't go into details about it. But the mere fact that he mentioned Morgan and his death and how it still haunts him, I feel like Gio needed to hear that. You know what I'm saying? Because Gio, I felt like he wasn't taking this threat seriously at all. And he's starting to see that other side of Sonny's life. He got to see the good side of Sonny's life like most people do. But now he's seeing that other side that's not so pretty. And I feel like he needed that picture painted for him. Because I understand, he feel like, oh, he's a young adult. He could take care of himself. He's not scared of Sidwell. He's not a punk. That's cool. Look at Charlotte and Danny. They're not afraid to cull him. Even though that man dangerous as shit. They're not scared. But that's not the point, though. You know what I'm saying? The point is, Gio is how old? 20, 21, 22? It's not cool to die at that age. You know what I'm saying? And that's what could happen. Dylan and Sonny's world. You could die before you hit the age of 25. You know what I'm saying? That's what Sonny's trying to tell him because he said, Morgan was around this age. So he doesn't want that to happen. Because the only reason Sonny still get out of bed today is because of his other kids and his grandkids. That's the only reason that he's still going. And Gio needed to hear that. It's like, dude, it's not a goodbye. You're literally moving into the queues or wherever for a few days, however long it takes for Sidwell to be neutralized. You know what I'm saying? So you're out of harm's way. So it's not so easy for him to get to you. You know what I mean? You're like a sitting duck if you're staying at Sonny house. He gonna easily take you. It wouldn't be all that hard for him to do. Not unless Sonny, makes the house into Fort Knox. But even still, it's like for your own protection, you might want to get the hell away from him. At least out the house for a while. Like, he was being all dramatic, like it's a goodbye or something. Like, dude, just pack an overnight bag and go. It's not that deep. So anyway, moving on from that. This fool, Jack, he over here knocking on Death's door. I mean, that man was getting pale. Y'all saw his face, white as a ghost. He like a carton of milk. I said, damn, he about to expire. That man was about to go to the upper room. He better be damn glad Nina showed up when she did. Nina all panicking. Oh my God. She run out in the hallway. I said, Nina, take the damn mask off his face and help that man. You got carbon monoxide going into his body right now. Do something, heifer. You doing all this screaming and hollering, like, help him. So she finally did some mouth to mouth, and got him breathing again and whatnot. And that shit was super funny because Jack was like, turn the damn tank off. Like, Nina doing all this fat mouth. And I said, baby, the tank is still on. That's still carbon monoxide. You know what I'm saying? Like, turn the damn thing off. Lord have mercy. But she was funny, though. That whole scene between the two of them was funny as shit. And she like, oh, I'm not helping until you tell me what the hell going on. So he bringing her up to speed and whatnot. So she was like, fuck it. I'm going to bribe whoever I got to bribe to get you another room under an alias. So that way, if Cullum is, running around and he finds out you're still alive, he's not going to be able to get to you. You'll be under an assumed name. And that shit shocked the hell out of Jack because Jack was like, you willing to spend some money to protect me? She was like, I can afford it. I said, I know that's right. I believe this is the beginning of their future relationship. I believe this is definitely the beginning of it. But you know how Nina's simple. Nina's still sitting there talking about Willow. Talking about, oh, I need you around because you still got to help me with Willow. Girl, get the hell on and go get some help. Don't nobody care about no Willow. Who gives a boo press who about that damn woman? Don't nobody care. Still protecting that dingbat. And you know what? At least Nina finally doing what I suggested that she do. Because I got so sick and tired of Nina acting so weak. Like she ain't got no money. Like, use that money. Damn, it's about time. Let some air into the wallet. Shit. Acting like you can't write a check or something to bribe somebody. Do what you got to do. You rich. But yeah, they about to be a little couple and whatnot. But if I was Jack, I would sue the shit out of Turner Woods. I would sue them because where's the staff? They don't check the rooms every 15 minutes or nothing? 10 minutes? Like, where's the damn staff at? Where's the call button? I would sue them people until I would own Turner Woods by the time I'm done with they raggedy ass, because that was so raggedy. I'm like, if y'all don't get some help in there for that man, what the hell? Where the nurses at? I would sue them. I would sue the drawers off them hoes. Cause no. So anyway, moving on from that. So Joe Fitzpatrick, he's starting to grow on me. I'm liking him as a detective because he don't play that. Like, he was springing into action. That man got a concussion. He didn't give a damn. He jumped up out that bed real quick. He said, nah, I gotta get dispatched. And they got Nurse Driscoll, Amy Driscoll. I said, now where the hell she been at? Because, you know, they drag her out every, once a year or whatever. I want to see more of her. It sucks that we only see her, like, once every blue moon. You know what I mean? Because Carly was up in there asking questions about something or whatever. I think she was looking for Lucas. But he was in there with Joe. So Joe come out and he, telling her, listen, call 911, call an emergency service or whatever. So she on the phone, that man snatched that phone from her real quick. He was like, listen, put out an APB for Detective West ASAP. Telling dispatch what to do, and that man done passed out. I said, yeah, get him into a room. Because, Lucas kept trying to tell him, like, dude, you got a concussion. You need to chill the fuck out. So him and Lucas are talking about this whole situation. And they talking about the whole Celine situation, the drug, I guess, in a bottle or whatever was supposed to be in Britt's bottle. So I think Lucas is starting to put two and two together. I think Lucas is starting to put the pieces together. Like, he's starting to think now. Hopefully, y'all figure all this shit out about what's in that bottle. Because I feel like it might come out that Britt may not have Huntington's disease. I think they might try to say she was misdiagnosed. That's what I'm thinking. Because why would y'all give her a real disease like that that's going to kill her? Like, for what? Especially if you plan on keeping her ass around for a minute. But then again, the actress is known to not want to stick around for a while, so I can understand why they gave her that. Now I kind of get it, because she don't like to be on the show forever. So I get it, give her something where they could, and it was her decision to be killed off. Like, she did request that they kill her off. But, I ain't mad at it. Kelly, she needed that light bill money, so she came back. She needed that rent due. If y'all know, you know. I'm just saying. It's hard out here. So anyway, moving on from that. Carly was in bad bitch mode. See, this is the way I like Carly. Not in everybody else's business, handling her own shit. Carly was in bad bitch mode. She wasn't playing. Carly, I love the outdoor scenes today. The outdoor scenes were so fucking amazing. It was beautiful to see the outdoor stuff. But yeah, Carly done got her ass to Windermere. She over there, listening in Cullum's conversation with that other agent. And I believe they were playing her. I think they knew she was up in that crib, because the way they was moving seemed to me like they knew. Because she had went out the patio door or whatever, out the back door, or one of the little side doors, to listen in. But when they closed the living room door and she came back in, that agent doubled around and came right back out. And then Cullum came back in. So I was like, yeah, it seemed like they was waiting on her ass. So, Cullum put it out there like, oh, if Valentine went to the WSB, then he more naive than Cullum thought. So that tells me it's some dirty ass agents. And I never trusted the WSB. never trusted them because it just seems like it's always a litany of devil ass agents that work for them. So he was like, Valentine is probably in a black hole or he probably dead or whatever. And, Cullum was like, shit, I'm going to take you out and I'm going to take your daughter out and I'm going to take Obrecht out. And, Carly wasn't having it. Carly was like, listen, I don't give a damn what you doing. She said, I don't care if you stay. I don't care if you leave town. I don't give a damn. She was like, just don't do nothing to Jocelyn. But he didn't care. That man was going to take everybody out. He didn't give a damn. I will say, Danny and Charlotte, for some hard-headed ass teenagers, they came in clutch. Because I love the little distraction that they caused when they started popping off those firecrackers. And Cullum and them thought it was gunfire at the docks and stuff. So, they went to go check on it. It was smart on their part, but they need to be careful. But that was some badass shit right there. The dude who was with Cullum, one of the agents, he had a big ass gun. I said, damn, you see the size of that gun? That shit like it could poke some holes in some shit. It was a lot going on. It was a lot going down. I said, Carly, you need to get to your daughter. Cullum left one of his agents, the big dude, to, take Carly out. So the big dude started taking off his coat and shit. I said, all right, big boy, you trying to take off the coat like you about to put in some work. Carly had a trick for his ass. She got that fire poker. I loved it. Carly was in such bad bitch mode. Like, she wasn't going down without a fight. And I was here for it. Like, she took that fire poker and started swinging. Like, she was fucking Hank Aaron. She was going for gold. I said, that's what I'm talking about. You better swing like your life depend on it. Knock his big ass out. I was here for it. I said, that's what I'm talking about, Carly. So anyway, Jocelyn and Obrecht, let me say this. Jocelyn and Obrecht are the fucking tag team I didn't know I needed. Because when I tell you, Jocelyn and Obrecht are funny as shit together. They are hilarious together. Obrecht had a fucking pair of scissors, a pair of pliers or whatever. Because Jocelyn was like, shit, we need to get this damn door open. Obrecht is going into this little monologue about how to, use the pliers or some shit like that. Jocelyn was like, listen, give me them damn pliers. Jocelyn took that plier and said, boom, right into the wall. Made a fucking hole into the wall to rip the wires out. I said, for real. I said, Obrecht, I love you. I do, but we ain't got time for no monologue, baby. We gotta get the hell up out of here. We ain't got time for this shit. So then Jocelyn was like, well, do you know which wire to cut? Obrecht was like, it's an electronic pad. It's an electronic lock. It's not a fucking bomb. I said, for real, Jocelyn, come on now. It don't matter what wire she cut. Shit ain't like a bomb gonna go off. What you worried about? So she done cut the blue wire, and the blue wire was the damn electricity. I said, Lord have mercy, it's the blonde leading the blonde. I was like, baby, we need to get the hell up out of here. But at least Jocelyn was like, shit, when she was trying to get up out of there, she yanked all the damn wires out and ended up cutting off the power that alerted them on the upper floor. At least this time, I don't think it did that for Obrecht. Well, she was hoping, but it did. They ended up getting that door open. Some dude was out there, one of Cullum's little henchmen. I said, well, it's two of y'all tag team him. Beat his ass. You know what I'm saying? Jocelyn know how to stick and move now. She got some fighting training, thanks to the WSB. Obrecht scratch his eyes out. You know what I'm saying? It's two of y'all. Y'all some bad bitches. Beat his ass. It was going down at Windermere. It was going down. I said, now I wonder if Charlotte and Danny gonna end up on the island, if they gonna end up on Windermere helping Carly or whatever. Cause I don't know what else they gonna be able to do. Cause I'm like, these some dudes with some big ass guns. Y'all better be careful now. So anyway, moving on from that. So Cody came in clutch. Cody did what he had to do after he heard Felicia's message. I'm glad it didn't turn into a physical altercation. I'm glad, Cassius thought better of it than to do that in front of James. Like, I'm glad, because he knew, Cody knew. He could see it on Cody's face that Cody knew he wasn't who he claimed to be. He could see it. So I'm glad he bowed out gracefully. It was sad, that little ending that he had with James. That was sad. How he tried to explain stuff to him, and you could see the tears in Cassius' face, and you could see the confused, hurt look on James's face. It was such a dope scene. Ryan Pavey, he did his big one on this episode. Like, he brought the emotion. And I felt bad for James. I really did. I felt bad because he's so confused. Like, he don't know what the hell going on. And it's about time Felicia woke the hell up. Now she all shocked that Anna was right. I'm like, duh, fool. You should have been believed her. You known this woman for over 30 years. You know damn well she ain't cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Like, come on, Felicia. Do better now. But at least they got that boy safe. Thank God. So Cassius ended up going to his car or whatever, taking out a bag, getting his passport together. And I noticed that the camera panned on the license plate because it was a Canadian plate. And that shit said 420 PYUE, I think. I was like, what's 420? I was like, y'all trying to do a little Mary Jane ad or something? What y'all doing? So he got his little fake passport and stuff. He ready to go. But I don't believe he going nowhere. Cassius ain't leaving. Cause I did see a spoiler pic. And he was at Windermere with Carly. So I'm guessing that's where he went. He ended up going to Windermere to help her out, I'm guessing. Because I think he decided that, he got to do the right thing. And he probably went back there to try to go help Jocelyn and Aubrey. Hopefully. But I don't believe he leaving. I don't believe so. But anyway, that was pretty much the whole episode. Hit the comment section. Let me know what you all thought. And I will see you all later. Have a great night. Peace.